Hello guys, today I will be telling you all about IUCN Red List categories and criteria. So, first of all, we should know about IUCN. So, IUCN stands for International Union for the Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. It is an organization working in the field of nature conservation and sustainable use of natural resources. IUCN Red List categories and criteria are defined for classifying species that are at high risk of global extinction. So, we will be seeing all the categories and how the criteria are being given so that we can classify the organism within these categories. So, you can see first is the extinct one. So, this if we talk about this extinct one, then those species whose last individual has died, they are not existing anymore, are classified under this extinct category. Example, dodo and passenger pigeon. Next is your extinction in the wild. Extinction in the wild category includes those animals that or plants that survives only in case of plants that survive only in cultivation, or in case of animals, those organisms that are only living in captivity. Those organisms are included in this category. Example, Alagaus curaçao. Now, third one, that is most important category, is threatened species. So this threatened species category is divided into three categories. First is your critically endangered category. This critically endangered category includes those animals or organisms that are facing high risk of extinction in the immediate future. That is, they are so near of facing the extinction. Example is gharial, Indian, and Great Indian bustard. So also if we will also if we want to know that how these classification under the threatened species is done, these three classification, uh, as you can see as you can see, threatened species are classified into three categories. First is critically endangered, second one is endangered, and third one is vulnerable. So these three categories are classified according to 5 parameters. There are 5 parameters according to which these three categories are being made. First parameter is the population size reduction. So if the population size reduction is huge, for example it is more than or equal to 90%, then it comes under critically endangered. Second parameter is geographic range. For example, if the geographic range is small, uh, for example it is less than 100 kilometers square, then it is classified under critically endangered. Third parameter is population size. For example, if population size is less than 250 mature individuals, then it is classified under critically endangered. Fourth parameter is small or restricted population. If it is less than 50 mature individuals, then it is classified under critically endangered. And fifth parameter is probability of extinction. For example, if at least 50% will be if at least 50% is their probability of extinction within 10 years or 3 generation, then they are classified under critically endangered. Similarly, when we see the next classification under the threatened species, it is endangered. So endangered are also animals who are at the risk of extinction, for example red panda, snow leopard, but the criteria that I already told you involve some different numbers. For example, in this case of endangered category, the population size reduction is about equal to or greater than 70%, and the geographic range is less than 5000 kilometers square. The population size is less than 2500 mature individuals, and the small or restricted population is less than 250 mature individuals, and the probability of extinction is at least 20% within 20 years or 5 generations. Now let's come to the another category within this threatened species, that is the vulnerable. So these vulnerable are also at high risk of becoming endangered in the near future, and the values for them are: population size reduction is more than or equal to 50%, geographical range is less than 20,000 kilometers square, population size is less than 10,000 mature individuals, small or restricted population is less than 1,000 mature individuals, and the probability of extinction is at least 10% within 100 years. So from all these data, what I want to conclude is that the category of threatened species is further divided into three categories. First is critically endangered, second is endangered, and the third one is vulnerable. These three are classified based on the values, and from the values I can tell you is that the most the most vulnerable species, or that species which are at high risk of danger, are the critically endangered. After that is the endangered, and the less one is the vulnerable. Now let's go to the next category, that is the near threatened. So this near threatened category are likely to qualify for threatened category. They are likely to qualify for threatened category in the near future. So for example, polar bear and giraffes, and especially these animals are surviving because of the conservation programs. Now let's talk about the last category, that is least concern. This category includes those species that does not qualify for critically endangered, vulnerable, or near threatened categories. They are widespread and they are abundant. So these are included in this category. Okay guys, I hope you are getting idea about these categories. These categories are very important from the point of view of biodiversity conservation, and I hope you are getting the concepts clearer. Thank you guys, and please hit the like button, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.